Stark family. He gets executed.
Wait, why is he getting executed? What the fuck?
For essentially treason.
What did he do?
He's working against them, the Lannisters who are currently in power.
Oh, so he's pretty much underneath them, and that's why they're the house of...
Yeah.
Not
so
the
he
head.
gets executed, and there's kind of war between the Starks and Lannisters, right?
Oh yeah, that's going to start
up
a fucking war.
There's a lot of stuff going on. So they're all going to war. And Robert Stark takes over. Robb Stark. Joffrey took over for the Lannisters. He has Sansa. And the whole family's kind of like shattered. And they're all off in different directions.
Wait, the Stark family
ends up getting poisoned and dies. Screw that guy. Tyrion ends up killing Tywin. Runs off. My favorite character in the entire series, Joffrey's lead guard, a man named the Hound, says, "I hate that guy," and then leaves.
Like, leaves forever?
He leaves him and picks up Arya and just says, "You're following me now."
Oh, so Arya and him pretty much go off on their own.
Yes. I am not kidding when I say the Hound is my favorite character.
Wait, so does the Hound teach Arya pretty much how to, like, fuck people up or something?
Yeah, he teaches her how to be strong, not how to be an assassin.
I remember.
The
she
Hound
was my
teaches her to
second
be
name.
strong. So that happens, and Cersei's sitting on the throne now because she's the one in control. Jaime got captured off somewhere else, and he goes through a very humbling journey. He ends up getting his right arm cut off, and he has to learn how to fight with his left. And he starts the story as a pretty terrible person, but becomes reborn.
He stops fucking Cersei though, right?
He gets humbled. No, Cersei remains evil the whole way through.
Oh, come the fuck on.
She gets worse. She gets worse.
How?
She's like, oh, Cersei's terrible.
She dies though, right?
Tyrion goes off. He's gathering a bunch of people. Everybody's turning against the Lannisters to essentially take them off the throne, right? So Bran, that guy, ends up going on a mystical journey because he received a vision from a raven with 3 eyes in his dream. That he's going off to go see something crazy. And Jon is stationed outside of a place called Castle Black, which is a wall that is on the the northern area of the place called Westeros, which is like where the story takes place. And beyond that is an icy wasteland, but there's something in that icy wasteland, and it's called they're called the White Walkers. So if you ever hear them say like winter's coming,
that's what they
winter
mean.
In that world is not like our winter where it's like 4 months. It's like 10 years.
Oh shit.
And when it hits bad.
So winter basically lasts for 10 fucking years.
So there's this ice lich out there named the Night King.
Oh hell no.
And he is really scary.
How scary are we talking?
The Night King commands a legion of these undead warriors, and they're like zombie hordes. But the thing about them is they're not just like zombies you can just swing at them, chop them to pieces, and they're done. These zombies can only be killed by 2 things, and it's a type of steel from a place called Valyria, which is not an easy place to get to. And a obsidian is the only thing that can kill them. And fire. I think fire can. So all that's going on. and John's kind of getting to the bottom of that, and he ends up getting involved with a bunch of other people.
Good people,
I'm like
right?
really like getting stuff out. Rob dies.
Oh.
Rob and Catelyn Stark die, so Jon is taken to be the king now. This is the Red Wedding, I know. I'm not going into the historical stuff. I'm not going to the history.
Wait, what happened at the Red Wedding?
Lots of people died. Lots of people died. I want to emphasize.
Wait, the other family just straight up said murder?
Yeah, I want to emphasize how bad that was. When that episode aired, after the like the credits just played, there's no music at all, because they usually play like this epic music. There was none. It was dead silent. That was the end of a season.
To orchestrate how serious it was.
It was so big, it was on the news. It made national news, because Game of Thrones was the biggest show on TV at the time.
Almost like Breaking Bad type shit.
Even bigger. Even bigger. So, because everybody was watching Game of Thrones at that time, except for me, because I wasn't old enough.
I don't know why I wasn't able to watch it back then, but I remember my parents, they never skipped that shit. I remember that was the only thing that they watched.
Because it's good.
We'd be at the dinner table, me and my
really
siblings are
good.
having a conversation, they were talking about, I'm like, the fuck y'all talking about?
It was really, really good. So, all this is going on. Like you said, Rob and his mom get killed. And then we're left with the 4 Stark children. And they're kind of doing their own thing. So, Arya kind of gets separated from the Hound. Reminder that the Hound is the coolest character. There's a scene with him that he goes into a bar, right? He's a very stoic man. He's a very cold man, and he ends up going into the this bar, and he's like, "Oh, I'll just take a couple chickens," and the guy's there because they see Arya, like, ain't she nobility? You know, we could get we could get a lot of money off her. We could just kill you easily. He just says, "I'll take my chickens now." You said you're not gonna get any chickens. He gets up, stabs his hand through the table, and he says, "I'm gonna eat every fucking chicken in this room."
Wait, he stabbed his own hand? What the fuck?
No, he stabbed the guy that was like threatening him in the hand.
Oh.
And then he killed every single person in that bar.
Jeez. That's fucking metal.
The Hound is awesome. The only person scarier than him is his brother, and his name's the Mountain.
The fuck?
Oh, I didn't even get into him. Well, I guess since we're going to talk about my favorite character, we'll do this. So the Hound's story is that he has a brother named the Mountain, and they often fought as kids. But the thing about the Mountain is he is cruel. So he held his brother's face into the ashes of the fireplace, and I haven't described what the Hound looks like. Half of his face is like scorched. It's like welted with like burn wounds, right?
Right.
It's because of his brother. The Mountain is played by a strongman. His name is like Thor something. I can't think of his last name.
Okay, that motherfucker
He's one of the strongest people in the world.
He was built for that shit.
Oh, he's massive.
We talking like
huge.
Fucking 7 foot tall? Well, borderline?
Oh yeah, he's one of the strongest men in the world.
Oh yeah.
And
yep, that checks out.
He's not a bodybuilder. He's a strong man. Bodybuilders for looks.
Looking like
man
basically
is for
Thor.
Power.
Basically fucking Thor.
I think before like Eddie Hall broke it, he held the strongest deadlift in the world.
Jeez.
I watch like Eddie Hall quite a bit.
I used to watch Eddie Hall.
Yeah, they would do videos all the time. It's funny because like all of them would do videos together. All this like strongest men. To be fair, who do you hang out with? Well, anyway, he's a chill dude in real life. His character is a monster. But he's like Cersei's like personal guard. Something cool ends up happening to him halfway through, and he gets in a gladiator fight with somebody.
Ooh, I love gladiator fights.
And he gets into a fight with the guy, and he gets nicked with a poison blade. But while fighting the guy, he rips his head in half with his bare hands.
Are we talking vertical or horizontal?
Like he rips it in half vertically, like
Okay.
split down the middle.
Okay, yeah.
He rips it in half. Dude's a monster. That's not even one of his more crazy feats. After this, he ends up getting like surgery, and like through necromancy, he comes back as a zombie.
What the fuck? Wait,
so he's a zombie through the rest of the series.
Wait, he died and then came back?
Yeah, anytime he's like shown on screen, his like skin's like rotten and cold. There's a part where he like walks in.
Wait, who the fuck resurrected him?
Cersei.
Oh, I thought it would be the winter.
It wasn't the Hound that did that.
No, I thought it would be the winter fuck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Hound was happy his brother got fucking.
He didn't know his brother was dead. He
didn't
know anything going on with his brother at this time. So, there's a scene where he comes in and like somebody's like talking to Cersei, and she gets pissed off with him. She just calls the Mountain in. The Mountain walks in, just presses his hand against their head, and pushes them into a wall. Their heads just turn into goo. Like there's like nothing left. It's like he is a beast, and he doesn't feel pain. He can't let. He ends up becoming almost like Nemesis.
Yeah, that's already fucking crazy enough in its own self, right?
Yeah, he's like crazy. So that's a side story. That's just my favorite character and his brother. But the Hound really hates the Mountain a lot.
I mean, I hate my brother too if he fucked me up that bad.
Where was I? Lannister family. Oh yeah, so remember how there's the other family, the Targaryens? I hadn't talked about them because their story's kind of way off on the side. So, Cersei Targaryen ends up getting married to a guy named Khal Drogo, which is essentially like the Khan, played by Jason Momoa.
What?
It was like one of his first like big roles, I'm pretty sure. But he's like this like barbarian king, and he ends up marrying her, and then he kills.
Wait,
she actually loved him. But
who did? Wait, he marry?
He married Daenerys Targaryen, which I haven't talked about. That's the daughter of the Targaryens, but he kills her brother because she wanted her brother dead, right? And then she ends up essentially being the Dragonborn. And she gets dragons. Oh yeah, dragons are in the series.
I remember somebody kept making jokes or some shit back then, like, oh yeah, the dragons are coming. And someone was just like, yeah, in a fucking couple of years.
Yeah, we get dragons. The dragon eggs hatch. She ends up traveling to essentially what is like Arabia, and she ends up recruiting these like Janissary warriors called the Unsullied, which are all like castrated warriors. Now they're not like, I say castrated, but they're not like eunuch castrated, like at like a young age. They're like these are warriors that do nothing but like they're in their prime, and now that their training's complete, your final test is to lop off your own cock and balls.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so she ends up getting these warriors called the Unsullied, and they're pretty neat. and they're really strong, and they're really, really, really dangerous. They're essentially like Spartan Arabians, pretty much. So she ends up getting them, and she goes on this absolute warpath. She's got dragons, quite literally some of the greatest warriors in the world. She has the Mongols and the Spartans.
Oh, hell no.
So she goes on this warpath with her dragons, and she ends up befriending the people, the Stark family and Tyrion, and she wants the throne. They all want the throne, but here's the thing, they got a bigger problem, and that's Cersei.
And Cersei's just like a mega bitch.
So here comes Jon, and Jon's like, hey everybody, there are things worse out there than we could possibly imagine. And then here comes that Bran guy that I mentioned earlier. He's like ascended after his trip in the woods. So he's all like, I have seen the future, I have seen destiny.
Did he actually?
Well, yeah. He's become like a druid almost. I know what is to occur. Like we must gather together and we must fight, and like soon everybody will return.
And everybody's worried about the dragon, or just basically fucking everybody.
Yeah, not the dragons. The
no,
zombies.
not the dragons. I think it's the Drogear. I don't know how to say the name. Say it again.
Draugr?
Draugr? Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, they're essentially Draugr. Yeah. So this Draugr army is coming, and everybody's scared. Of course, back and forth bickering, more people die. There's a whole other family called the Greyjoys I didn't even mention that are also very important, but...
Not really.
Not really.
They're only important whenever it's relevant.
So keep in mind, like, Bran as a character is like this, like, I'm beyond, like, these political-minded things. I am quite literally ascended. Jon, at this point, had lived with the, he's gone beyond the wall for a little while, and lived among, like Skull people, like, kind of like savages. Lived with them for a little while. Met one of my favorite characters in the series named Thormund. He's great. Him and the Hound meet at some point, and it's the best point in the whole series. So Thormund and the Hound meet later, but I'm going to get into that. Their lines are awesome. So they end up gathering all together and like, okay, we actually got to deal with this problem. So they get all together, and a bunch of people, tons of other people that have their own stories that I'm not getting into because it's not entirely important to what I need to explain.
It's just that fucking crazy.
Yeah. So like the warrior characters are getting involved, and they're like, okay, we need to fight. So they bring the dragons and stuff, and they end up going beyond the wall to go fight the Night King. And they show up, and they get mollywopped.
Wait, who got mollywopped?
The people. Everybody that isn't the Night King. And guess what the Night King does? He kills a dragon, brings it back, and now he has a dragon.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the Night King gets a dragon. A Lich dragon. It's cool, isn't it?
It is cool, but it's just like... Fuck, did they not think this through?
The series stops being cool here.
Oh.
So, winter comes, the Draugr essentially are now going to attack. So they start storming, and another character that was very important that I didn't mention was Melisandre, who's been worshipping a god known as the not many-faced god. That was what Arya did. I forgot to mention that as well. So this being that's able to bring people to life essentially just sets some barriers on fire, and that's it. Arya does something cool. I forgot to mention. She ends up joining an assassin cult that worships a god known as the Many-Faced God. which gives her the cool ability of mimicry.
The fuck?
She does some horrifying things, such as remember the family that killed Robb and Catelyn Stark. She ends up showing up and then feeds the guy that executed them his own son baked into a pie.
Wait, she fed
She's
him.
Cold.
She fed him his son into a pie.
Yeah. She becomes this pretty cold-blooded killer and actually badass.
How old is Arya?
Arya's like 14.
Oh yeah, no. People are.
She's like 18 by the end of the series, but it gets a little weird because like she's like a child through the whole series, and then you get a nudie shot of her at the end, and it's like, oh, doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right at all. That made me uncomfortable.
Okay.
Where do you want it?
I wish I didn't see that.
You and a lot of people both.
Whatever you say.
But there's something with the series that the actors are children, and then they're not children at the end, and there's an unnecessary nude shot, and it's just like, oh, okay.
What the hell are we doing?
I remember when you were like 8 years old.
And then now it's
awful.
just, what the fuck?
But anyway, she does cool things, and the Night King shows up, and he's like, ooga booga booga, and a bunch of people die. And Jon Snow fights the Night King, kind of gets mollywopped, and then Arya shows up and kills the Night King, which I have my own opinions about, because I don't think she should have got it. I think it's Jon's story. He should have gotten it. But whatever. So then they go to fight the Lannisters, because that's something they gotta do. They go to fight Cersei, and a bunch of people die, and Daenerys kind of goes crazy. And then they have to kill Daenerys, and that guy Jaime ends up meeting back up with Cersei, and he kind of makes sure she dies, but in a sense of like, I can't hide who I am, though like I still love you even through all of this, but I can't let you leave. So they embrace one final time before like a castle crushes them.
Huh.
It would be a sweet ending if they weren't siblings.
It really would be.
All that happens, Daenerys goes crazy, so they have to kill her.
Wait, Daenerys
And
the person
Jon-
with the dragons and shit?
Yeah. So the Iron Throne, which is the whole thing that they've been like
Fighting
gunning
over.
for, because it's the throne of the kings, gets melted by one of the dragons. And they end up going off, and while the city's burning, the Hound and Mountain fight each other, and they die together, which I liked.
Oh, so they just straight up kill each other?
Yeah, the Hound tackles the Mountain into a burning building, and they die in a fire.
That's bittersweet.
Yeah, I liked that. I thought that was good writing. And then, so the series ends, and they're kind of like decide, like, okay, now after this is over, who's going to be king now? Tyrion gets the bright idea, and he's like, hey, Jon, you're the sensible person. And then he just goes, nah, I don't want to. And then he goes over the wall. Back with like the tribal people. And he's like, well, who's it going to be now? The next logical answer would be Sansa Stark, but you know what? No. We're gonna give it to Bran, a character who was asked earlier in the series, who said, quote, I am, the throne is meaningless to me, now has the one of the cheesiest line drops that says, why do you think I came all this way?
Man, you know damn well.
And then he becomes king, unrightfully. He sacrificed the least out of anybody. And then he becomes king. Tyrion becomes his hand. Sansa joins his court, I believe. Arya goes to become Christopher Columbus, and Jon goes and does nothing. There you go. That's my summary.
Yeah, I can see why people would be pissed now.
By the way, I watched that series like 8 years ago. This is my memory. I watched it 8 years ago. Watched the last episode the day it aired, and I said I hate this. And that was from my memory.
Y'all see this? This is a big steamy pile of shit.
It's so bad I remembered it.
It's so bad I remember it as a fucking
Pissed me
bar.
off so bad. Now I'll say this: don't blame the writing, because they did the last season without the writer, which was
That's
George R. R.
stupid.
Martin. And now, if you've heard that
Isn't
name
that the
before,
guy who made the books?
Yes.
Oh,
Now,
they're
if
stupid.
if you think the name George R. R. Martin sounds familiar, you have consumed some of his work. The hit game Elden Ring.
Yeah, I knew he. I knew he definitely
Yeah,
did that.
he has
but-
involvement with Elden Ring.
But at the same fucking time, how without the right man? Who the fuck approved of it?
We've got our shot at the chosen. Let's make sure it counts.
So, yeah, that's my retrospective and summary of Game of Thrones.
Niggas, man, niggas.
I will always find you.
Hostiles got me flanked! Go to sleep.
Boy, I'm tired of. My voice is tired.
On the double.
I don't blame you, but man, I can see why people would be beyond the word piss now.
Why did Brand get it? Why? Literally earlier in the series says he's beyond like political matters. Like he could see like all of time at like his fingertips. He has unlimited knowledge. Yeah, I want to be involved in politics. So to put this in perspective, it's like in The Watchmen, right?
Right.
If like with like Dr. Manhattan, if at the end of the movie said, "Yeah, by the way, I want to run for president."
That's so fucking dumb.
No compromise.
If Advent were any good, they wouldn't need me.
Yeah, I can genuinely see why people would be beyond the word pissed. And that's a fucking understatement.
But yeah, Game of Thrones was a great series.
I'm gonna be honest, I'd probably
yeah.
watch it now for like the kills, to be fair. Because I heard it is
the
pretty
kills
gory.
brutal.
Yeah, I heard that the kills are pretty gory, and that's my
Oh,
shtick
they're
and
really,
spiel.
they're really brutal.
Hell yeah.
But I will say this: the majority of the series is talking.
I don't mind that.
So if you don't mind like dialogue and long dialogue, there are episodes where nothing happens but dialogue.
As long as it's not on some One Piece shit. Oh wait, it is, isn't it?
It's pretty long, yeah.
Fuck.
There's like 25 episodes per season, but there's like 10 seasons.
Oh, you're in Dressrosa?
So are you happy? Are you happy that you didn't get the ending?
Yeah. Because I'd probably come back to you, James, and be like, this is some bullshit. What happened?
I bet you can't do that again.
Law's
I
my
do
favorite.
like Law. Law is
Law's
cool.
my favorite. Law's fucking cool.
I will say right now, from the stuff I've consumed, Law is up there. I also like Kaido. Yeah, I like Law a lot. He's cool. I was about to say Doflamingo is one I really like.
Doflamingo's fucking cool, but that
He's a fun villain too.
That man is unhinged.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to understand why the elders find you so interesting, Commander. Your little group does present a challenge somehow. Excellent work, Commander.
We don't even talk about what Doflamingo and his brother. I'm not gonna spoil shit, but just that right there, man.
Joseph, did you ever get the meme I sent you? It was like, who was walking in the snow? And he does the Doflamingo laugh. Yeah. It's so goofy.
So fucking goofy.
He's huge.
Got it covered.
Just a huge, zesty, flamboyant motherfucker. I mean, don't get me wrong, his fit is great, but his mannerisms steal the show.
He's very goofy, yes.
Yeah, until he fucking be too goofy. It turns into an oh shit moment. Oh yeah, didn't he have his organs so fucked up he kept rearranging them? I'm like, who the fuck gave him plot armor? Yeah, Logias are basically no you. Fuck everything you stand for.
Hey Joseph, I have a question. How good are cleric builds in Skyrim? Yeah. I mean like restoration tree.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. X4 charges are armed. Move to the extraction point for immediate evac. Evac, now! I'm going. I can handle that. Got it covered. On approach. Evac confirmed. I am coming home.
I will say, I have a mod called Winter Sun that adds like true god worship. And like also has like buffs for each god you work for. I was thinking of doing one like a light cleric that worships Meridia.
Is it clear?
And like, yeah, Daedra are ones you can worship.
My battle is over.
What's that?
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. 4 charges detonated.
Did I ever tell you about how like extensive Winter Sun is? So Winter Sun is really cool because like how far the deity worship goes. It's not just like the divines and Daedra, but you can also get like the Khajiit gods, the Redguard gods.
I would like to assure the citizens of Elmhurst that our peacekeepers will
Yes.
stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal elements such as the one that occurred today.
Yeah, but have you ever gotten really like far with any of them?
Faith in our ability to overcome any and all threats to our peace.
So, the ones that I've really gotten crazy with is Molag Bal. Because Molag Bal, you get a really nice ability out of. His first ability, there's two statuses. There's follower and devotee, right? And as a follower of him, right, the fire your devotion is with him, you'll get a, you just periodically just like drain, like stamina and magicka, just from like being in an area. And then after you reach, it goes up to 100%. Once you reach 100%, you achieve something called the devotee status. And once you become a devotee, you get a really nice effect of getting something really cool, and that's the ability to instantly send somebody to Cold Harbor.
What's Cold Harbor?
Jay, would you like me to explain why that is quite possibly the most horrifying thing imaginable?
Yes.
Cold Harbor is the realm of oblivion inhabited by Molag Bal. Molag Bal is the god of vampires.
I remember him because you showed me him.
Domination, and Diddy. What happens in Cold Harbor? You get diddied.
What happens in Cold Harbor stays in Cold Harbor because you ain't leaving.
And now, this person could have lived a perfectly fine life. I walked up to him, snapped my fingers, and now he's in Diddyland.
He's in Diddyland.
You know, I probably shouldn't have stayed up this late because I can't go to bed now. I can't go to bed now.
You okay, man?
A couple hours. I'm not allowed to go to bed now because I stayed up way too late. Basically, Jay, when these two go to bed, you're stuck with me. Well,
I'm scared.
Just won't go to bed. He's at work, but you're stuck with me.
I'm scared.
What time is it? I can
What else for you?
Yeah, it is quite late for me. So yeah, I could snap my fingers and instantly send somebody to Diddyland.
Ah, here's a kill driver.
Oh, it's gonna be a theme park, and you're gonna be riding, all right.
I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology.
Oh, kill driver sucks.
Welcome to.
But keep in mind, it doesn't just have to be like that, and the effects don't even have to be that like crazy. One of the more fun ones I've done was Malakath, and you know Malakath, God of the Orcs. He had a really cool one. Just being like a follower of him would increase your like power attacks. And then his devotee ability was fucking insane because it made it to where whenever you killed somebody, the damage you dealt in overkill damage would be given back to you as health. And if you reached max status with him, which was not hard because all you needed to do was just kill big things and pray every so often, you would you could have upwards to 200% of your overkill damage is converted to health. So I could be standing in the middle of like with my big swords out, screaming into an army, and as long as I keep killing people, I will just be right back at full health.
Well, that's all types of fucked.
Another good one was Mehrunes Dagon. What did he do? You got increased destruction, which was really good. But whenever whenever you prayed to him, you had to play a little mini game because Mehrunes Dagon is kind of mean.
You fuck up.
But in exchange for getting his relatively difficult worship up, every time you kill any time a hostile enemy comes close to you, they immediately burst into flames.
Wait, they
and then if
die
they
too?
die, they explode.
Wait, they get insta kill too?
No, not if you do Mehrunes Dagon. Keep in mind you can only have one god at a time because that'd be ridiculous.
I'll pray to multiple gods. Meanwhile, they're death.
And obviously, I should mention a god's influence will also go with like the insane amount of power like you get from them. So I'm referencing like big Daedra, so naturally they're gonna have big effects. Somebody like Mana Marco is not gonna have effects as like crazy as that. Or like Trinimac has some pretty cool ones. I almost said Trinimac, and I know that's wrong. Like Ariel, Akatosh, like the Elven Pantheon, all of them are on there. And they're all unique and really cool. The reason why I was considering Meridia though is because like Meridia is like way different. Here's one you would probably like, Joseph. Two of them, and they may not sound crazy till I really get into it. And that is Hermaeus Mora and Clavicus Vile. So, no, so we'll get into Hermaeus Mora first. Serving Hermaeus Mora, he doesn't give you like any initial like buffs in the beginning, except one thing is that you can find pages.
Alright,
and if you find 8 of these pages
also
of
Slenderman
8
shit.
different books, you can
Exactly.
yeah, you can tie them together and make a book, and that book will give a permanent buff. Yeah, and there's 8 of them, so you can get 8 permanent buffs. Yeah, they're called Eldritch Tomes, is what they're called, because they're not specifically black books, but you get the idea. And then there's his Devotee ability, which he's really hard to get to. And for 5% of your Devotee status...
How long has Sean Schemmel been doing?
You can get a free level on any stat of your choice. That's really good.
That's really fucking good, yeah.
And then there's Clavicus Vile. So, what do you think would Clavicus Vile would want you to do?
Violate someone?
Kinda, yeah. So, Clavicus Vile, Jay, since you're unfamiliar with him, Clavicus Vile is the Dramoric Lord of bad deals. So you strike a pact with him.
Shit.
Yeah, he's kind of Zinch. I'd say Hermaeus Mora is more Zinch because he's all Eldritch and shit, but he's not too far off. Zinch is kind of a fusion between the two. So Mr. Clavy Vile here.
Clavy Patty.
Yeah, Clavy Patty. Clavy Patty would like you to go on some quests for him. When you strike a pact with him, you have a little challenge that you have to do within a real life hour. And they can range from, go kill 5 dwarven automatons to go murder 5 NPCs.
Okay.
Named NPCs. Hold on. Once you reach Devotee status with him, you get a perk called Wishmaker, and in exchange for a whopping 20% of Devotee status, you get 1 perk point. You heard that right.
30s. Perk 30s.
You get a free level without the leveling part.
So you get fucking perk 30s from them. That's fantastic.
So Joseph, you see why that's insane? Yeah. See, so like Clavy sounded pretty bad till I said that, didn't it? Yeah, it's pretty good. One I did want to do was Periite. He looked like a lot of fun because with Periite you have to be a disease carrier and you can't cure yourself. So you just become like a walking like pox cloud, and you get an ability called like it said Breath of the Green Dragon, I'm pretty sure, which is just a fancy way to say vomit on your enemy. And I think it's like does like obscene amount of damage depending like how much like diseases you're infected with, which just seemed like a lot of fun. And you also become like way resistant to like the downsides of actually being like sick. So it's just like go collect these sicknesses and get essentially no downsides. Another one I think that was also really cool was Here's a fun one. I played it. I don't really know how much I cared for it. Was none other than the Cheese Man himself.
Cheese.
His is by far the most batshit insane. So his like when you pray to him, your stats don't do the normal thing, right? Like obviously when you pray, your stats should go up. His are constantly bouncing between and it's randomly generated what number you get with your devotee status. Higher, better. Lower, bad. And it can range from so many effects. It is random bullshit go. The only reason why I don't like it is he can randomly just abandon you.
Permanently or just?
Yeah. Just straight up abandon you. You can just go pick him back up at a shrine.
Oh.
But, yeah, he could randomly just abandon you altogether. Thanks,
That's not very cash
Shigorath.
money.
Jigalag, his other half is also one. I don't...
Nigga's name is Jigalak.
You should be fucking terrified of Jigalag.
Not with a name like that.
Jigalag is the single most destructive force in the entirety of the universe.
Never mind.
Yeah, Jigalag doesn't fuck around.
But his name does.
He's the Daedric Prince of Order, and I don't remember what his ability was, but I remembered it's like paladin type shit. Because he's centered around like killing demons. He's really cool. I haven't done him yet, but he'd be nice.
I'll kill demons.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with Jigalag at all.
Is he like on our side or no?
Jigalag? He's on his own side.
That's
So,
fair.
Jay, you played Oblivion, right? A
A little bit.
There was a DLC called The Shivering Isles, and it's a DLC centered around Sheogorath. And what happens is you're in his like realm of existence.
I just heard Sheogorath and I'm already fucking terrified, genuinely.
So Sheogorath, I wouldn't say quite Lovecraftian horror. No, that's Mirak.
Mirak.
Sheogorath's more like the Mad Hatter. Dragonborn's more like Call of Cthulhu. Yeah.
Yellow tape
Shivering
on
Isles is like crazy, but so Sheogorath, like every once in a while, he's completely crazy and likes to just turn everything to chaos. But at the end of every era, for 1 year, he turns back into Jigalag.
That was sorry, his fucking name.
If you knew what he looked like, you would not be laughing.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
So Jigalag shows back up, and he's like, I'm going to conquer absolutely everything now. And he bulldozes through everything, and within a year, sends the entire world into his empire, just to turn back into Sheogorath and turn it all into shenanigans all over again. Jigalag is the god of order, but if you ask me, he's the god of futility and the true god of insanity.
Ooh.
Pointlessly, until the end of time, doing the same thing for no reason.
I'm on the move.
Yeah, Jigalag is cool.
I don't know, I'm getting YMW Melly vibes from him, just like yellow tape around his body type shit. Jigalag would just fuck you
the
up.
The other demons literally had to turn him into that because they were so afraid of Jigalag.
Y'all see that motherfucker? We do not fucks with him. Because if you do, everybody dies. Everybody.
But yeah, Joseph, like all like every deity, isn't it? Like the Hist, Sithis, like all of that. You can serve all of them.
You don't want people around.
I've
this
actually
bar.
done Sithis. The Hist? Oh yeah.
Jay,
What's up?
you got
No,
two
they're like
choices.
divine trees.
The fuck you mean I got two choices?
Roblox or Xenoverse.
Roblox or Xenoverse?
You need to read Argonian lore.
I gotta re-download Xenoverse. So you told me I only got one
Really
choice?
good.
Bro, you downloaded it again the other day.
Hold on, wait. Let me double check. I'm fucking confusing myself now. No, I thought I had Xenoverse. Shit. My storage. I'm sorry, man.
Argonian's
I
pretty
want to
high
play
up there though.
Roblox, man. Fuck.
You can watch me play Roblox. I'll do some hood shit for you. I mean, it'll go horrible,
I'm
but
about to
No,
hop on
no,
Battlegrounds. I'm gonna be real.
I was just on Battlegrounds. I immediately had to get off it because I was winning and then two team and then another guy called his buddy in for backup. Like
bro called
I
his
was
butt
fighting.
buddy.
I was fighting. I was winning, and this pansy ass fucking can't say it. Not the M word. Different word. Can't say it because YouTube. Called that guy in just to think he's really good and win. Fake ass 12k kills and he can't even fight his own battles. Garbage player.
You are mine. They're onto us.
Yeah, because a puffy fight gets ruined because some dork kind of fears losing. So he
Either
calls
they
his butt
fear
buddy in.
losing or some random ass person will come out of nowhere and be like, I want to fuck them up.
Jay, we could totally 1v1 on Heroes, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, let me get on with the. I gotta get done with this XCOM match, and this shit's gonna take me at least 10 to 30 minutes if I don't get fucked.
That's fine.
I'm back in the same lobby with the two teamers.
Young little
You wanna
tape
join me,
around his
James?
body.
They are like decent players, but honestly, I was defeating them one-on-one, then that's team. I guarantee you I can kill them if you just take the other one.
Moving to position.
Yeah, but the Winter Sun mod is really cool. The reason why I wanted to try a Cleric is because I do know Cleric gets, like not Cleric, but Restoration does eventually get damage spells after a while. They do. They get an ability where you can throw a sun, and it's like a smite. The thing is, it's like, it does like really high damage, but it does like really, really high damage to undead.
It hit the plate.
That's the problem, like, when it's, that's a problem with, like, that I was thinking, though, is because it seems like it's only, like, effective on undead.
Hostile terminated.
But I also think that, Cleric also gets, poison abilities. And I'm also using a,
It's Hype and Rip Rex. Once I got my thingy back. I'll take on Hype if you want to take on Rip Rex.
yeah. Why are they both niggas?
Jay,
Yeah.
you'll kind of deal with.
Hey, man, I don't claim them.
Go take on Rip Rex. Go.
Wait, what? Go take on who?
Oh my god, that... Stop me.
Young little tape around his body.
And the worst bit is he's laggy as well.
I'm more aggravated that this one's playing Gohan, because I'm not able to move.
This one's playing Jiren.
Yeah.
Chicken, could you take this one? I can't fight him. I can't fight
This
him.
one's playing Jiren.
I got put
What
in
is
an
it?
infinite
Even my
loop because it's Gohan.
even my brothers watch One Piece, but the thing is, I don't even know what fucking
Why
arc
did he
they're
not
in, but they
teleport?
are
I'm
they are
pissed. I would've killed him.
behind. They are behind.
I can take that one if you want to deal with the Gohan. Rip Rex is something I can't fight.
Killed one.
What is it?
Do you want me to pull him?
Yep.
Hold up, I gotta go use the fucking bathroom.
Menace 1-5. We just picked up an outbound signal coming from the UFO.
The Jiren's all thing. I pummeled him. I embarrassed him.
Yeah, they're garbage. They're garbage when they ain't 1v1 when they're 1v1ing, but when they're just cowards who think they're good because they can 2v1. Nice beast kick. In fact, you know what? I'll retaliate. He's getting Goku'd. No, he's getting Broly'd, sorry. Fuck. It hits him at least still.
You interrupted me. You got me killed. I had that. I really had that. Did he just leave?
No. What? I clearly hit him. I'm getting Gohan'd. It's really funny. It's like, it's so hilarious playing Gohan. It's so funny. Such a garbage. Let me
I
switch
killed
to
Hype.
Gohan as well. Let me switch to Gohan as well. Prove that it's not that difficult to play. I'm playing objectively the hardest class in the game, and he's sat here playing Gohan thinking he's all that. You know what, Hype? You're gonna be free ult charge.
You
Kill
playing
garbage
Jiren?
ass. What? He has a fucking obli. He has one of the fucking chains that say like OFB or something like that, Jay. Garbage players. Can't win with that team, man. Bum, 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 bum. You better not reset. You better not reset. That's what I thought. Fucking old bitch boy. How does that not hit?
He got me, damn it.
Ha! Caught ya. Waste out your entire ult, bro. You got no value from this. Nope. That hits. Oh, come on.
Okay, Grand Charge can hit through blocks, by the not blocks, but counters.
Yeah. Nice to
Shadow's
really have
getting
to
in
use
my
your
way
ult.
more than he's helping.
I don't know who Shadow is. He's not the Shadow we know.
Well, whoever this Gohan guy is, he's getting in my way more than he's actually helping. I'm still killing him, because this
Hey,
guy's
I
not
will
good.
see you in a bit. I have to go, but I will return.
Alright.
Yellow tape around this